many contests going on around Hawaii, and we're going to find out about these pageants, and we're going to find out about one particular candidate who is here today with us, and it's none other than Miss Katrina. Hello, Katrina.
Hi, thank you for having me. This is exciting.
It's our pleasure. And since you are a friend of Sharon's, I'm going to go ahead and let Sharon take the lead on the Q&A. Take it away.
Thank you for coming. And she came here on time and everything. So I have Katrina here, and she is running for Miss Hawaii USA. And so we're gonna ask her a couple of questions, and she actually came prepared with questions. So by reading that, you actually lived in the Philippines.
I lived in the Philippines when I was little. My dad was still going to school after he migrated here, and he couldn't afford to take care of me and my sisters all together. So we went to the Philippines and lived there for 3 years, and it was exciting.
What part of the Philippines did you live in?
I believe it was Quezon City.
Oh.
Yes, my grandma was Tagalog, so it was around Manila. Yeah.
And how old were you? What were you? It's like, I don't think you were that young, or you seem to remember your life there.
I remember bits and pieces.
Okay.
I went there when I was a baby, around 2 years old.
Okay.
I came back just in time for kindergarten. So when I came here for kindergarten, I couldn't even speak English.
See, that was interesting.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But do you still speak Tagalog now?
You know what? It's sad because I think I've lost it throughout the years. But I mean, learning a language when you're young, it always sticks with you. It's kind of like riding a bike. You know, I'm sure that if I was to go to the Philippines and people were to speak to me, I could pick it up quicker than others.
And many people will try to pick you up.
We can't let that happen.
Oh no, I'll have bodyguards.
Oh yes.
Definitely.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so you're running for Miss Hawaii USA, which is a commendable thing. Why? What motivated you to take this? It's such a I feel like it's a prestigious thing. You're actually, I see it as spokespeople. You're a spokesperson, and Katrina actually also has a platform for Miss Hawaii that she stands by. I believe it was the American Heart Association. So you can share a little bit about that. What motivated you to become a contestant and your platform?
Okay, well, it's something that I always wanted to do. I always knew that no matter what, it'll open doors, win or lose. There's no such thing as loser, because it opened doors for anybody. And what motivated me to have the American Heart Association as my platform is growing up, heart disease ran in my family.
It's all that lechon.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's exactly what
all the ginataan and the good Filipino food. And well, my grandparents died from heart disease.
Oh my goodness.
I actually have someone in my house who's suffering from heart disease, and so.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Thank you. Well,
to bring awareness, you know, I feel like I mean, there are many charities out there in the world that, you know, you could donate to, but to choose a specific one because it means so much to a person. I also believe that people, you know, like Katrina, who is a contestant, who choose to have these platforms, because you also told me that you don't have to have a platform, but just to have a focus on this, the American Heart Association, just tell us a little bit about that organization and what they work to do, and, you know.
Well, it's something that I definitely stand by. Heart disease is the #1 killer in the world.
Yes.
And I definitely think that we could possibly eliminate it if we just spread healthy living. If we as people all unite together and maybe eliminate the factors that do causes heart disease. And it's not only preventable, but it's also reversible for the people who already have it. So it's something that I definitely stand by.
That's interesting. That I didn't know, that it's reversible.
So do you have a healthy lifestyle yourself?
I try to have a healthy lifestyle.
Give us an example of your day.
Okay, well, in the morning I start off with yoga,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a far shot from how I start my day.
Running, Alan, running.
No, go ahead.
Well, other than brushing my teeth and
Okay,
eating
yes.
breakfast,
No,
of
no,
course.
no, of course.
She goes yoga right out of bed. Yoga.
All right, great. Okay, so after yoga, what do we do?
After yoga, I usually see. I feel like yoga is more like a stretch
Sure.
to get me ready to, and then I go to the gym and I do my Stairmasters and I run.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah? Oh, so after you do yoga, then you go actually work out?
Actually work out.
My
yes.
goodness, wow. No wonder you're in such great shape. You look like you're in great shape.
Well, it's not only it doesn't only let me live healthily, but it also helps me feel better.
Sure.
Just in everything that I do, because I work in Waikiki and my job is very
So do I.
What
I
do
know.
you do in Waikiki?
well. I'm a server in Waikiki.
Oh, you are.
And we're walking around all the time carrying heavy plates.
Sure.
And
Oh, that helps. That helps get you.
and I
I
helps so much.
and I believe you living the way she's telling us right now that she does yoga, she's active, all these things. She's standing by her platform as well, living by example. Like this is an example to live healthily, fitness, to also combat heart disease, which is a fact. It runs in your family, and that's commendable. That's a commendable thing to live by what you say.
Yeah, I think. Do you have to be when you're a pageant contestant? Don't you kind of have to live by those values? Because
Yeah.
I know when you're being scrutinized or they're looking at you, you really have to be the real deal. Is that true?
Oh, definitely. It's something that you definitely have to practice what you preach.
There
This
you
is what
go.
I stand by, and I want someone to look at me and say, you're an inspiration. I want someone to look at me and say, because of you, I never gave up.
Wow.
Because of Katrina, we're gonna do yoga. We're gonna do yoga.
First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning, never mind anything else. But I like the meditative state that comes with yoga, because Alan and I were talking about stress relievers earlier. We were talking about vapes, smoking.
Oh, yeah.
Which this is terrible, because that is what causes heart disease. But,
Okay.
yeah.
One question. Okay, you said that this is Miss Hawaii, USA. Is this the one where eventually you can be like Miss America and then eventually Miss Universe?
This is the one that you can be Miss USA and then eventually be Miss Universe.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Wow. We're among famous
That's why I was
people
like, we're
here.
gonna invite her here now, and then when she gets crowned, she's gonna come back. And
Wow, I'm
No.
nakikilig. You know kilig? Kilig na kilig.
Oh,
You know kilig?
She knows. She knows.
yes, I know.
Okay,
you know.
yes.
It's there.
All right.
There's no English word for that though.
For kilig? No.
Yes.
No.
I think the more you come back here, and it's always an open door, and you're gonna, her Filipino is gonna come out. You're gonna start
Oh,
talking.
yeah.
Do you listen to KPHI? You can be honest. You
I'm
don't
gonna
have
be
to-
honest.
You know about us?
Be perfectly honest.
I'm
I don't
gonna-
want you to lie to me.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. My radio in my car is broken.
Mine too.
Oh my God.
I don't
Yeah,
listen
mine
to
too.
radio. Period.
Okay, so that's a no.
Yeah. No, me neither. Mine is
No.
But you can download iHeartRadio app on your iPhone and then pick up all the stations. But I was also gonna ask. So some of these pageants, they also, they require evening wear. They require those categories, fitness, even a talent portion in them. So I had a friend earlier, and she talked about those different categories that you'd be judged upon. What are the categories for this one, Miss Hawaii USA? I watched last year's one, so I don't know if there's a talent portion. So
No, the talent portion is actually for the America pageant.
okay.
This pageant actually doesn't have a talent portion. You don't need a platform. There's a bathing suit. There's
Okay.
an
Nice.
evening gown.
I like that.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm sure you do.
I am.
There's a question and answer
Yes.
interview. And right now I'm just preparing for it.
Excellent. Listen, we have to take a commercial break. Thank you so much for sharing.
information.
Sharing your wonderful knowledge of pageantry and being healthy, and also promoting a very good cause. It's excellent to have
Thank
it
you
all
for
in
having me.
one package. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a break, mga kaibigan. Kasama natin si Miss Katrina. What's your last name?
Aguirre.
Aguirre. Miss Katrina Aguirre dito po sa ating Midday Radio Show. Don't go away. Huwag kayong bibitiw. We'll be back after these messages.
Excellent Auto has a large inventory of trucks, SUVs, economy cars, luxury. Starting at 1.49% interest. Easy financing with zero down. Affordable payments. Bad, low, or no credit with limited down. Special military financing. No credit check. In-house financing. The cheapest prices. All vehicles in excellent condition. Excellent Auto. 1190 Dillingham. Next to Zippy's across from DMV. Call 946-8899. ExcellentMotorGroup.com.
Stressful things during the day can keep you awake at night. Instead of sleeping, your mind is still spinning from stress. Unisom is the help you need to fall asleep. Unisom sleep tabs are a clinically proven effective OTC sleep aid. You fall asleep 33% faster by easing into your natural sleep cycle. With Unisom, you wake refreshed and ready.
Here's your morning traffic report.
Unisom. A stressful day deserves a restful night.
Use as directed. Active ingredient oxylamine succinate versus control in a clinical study.
Do you have unfiled tax returns or owe the IRS or state more than $10,000? If you don't take action now, your tax problem is only going to get worse. Seizure of property, bank levies, wage garnishments, and potential criminal prosecution. Call the experts at U.S. Tax Shield for help at 1-800-261-9660. Our tax advisors will review your case for free, inform you of your rights, and give you a guaranteed quote. And we have an A+ rating with the BBB, so get protected. Call U.S. Tax Shield now at 1-800-261-9660.
Listen to KPHI with crystal clear digital reception. Available statewide. Compliments of Oceanic Time Warner Cable. Tune to channel 882 on your Oceanic Time Warner digital box. KPHI has never sounded so good. Enjoy the best of audio and visual entertainment with Oceanic Time Warner Cable's digital cable service. Call Oceanic Time Warner Cable at 643-2337 and order your digital cable service today.
This is a public service announcement test from TakeMeFishing.org to determine if you need a fishing license and boat registration before heading out on the water. Let us begin. Are you a bear? Do you have a beak? Do you have plumage? Please tell me you answered no, which means you need to get a fishing license and have your boat registered, because it helps local conservation efforts protect the very natural resources you enjoy boating and fishing in for generations to come. Do your part at TakeMeFishing.org.
Hi, this is attorney Rhoda Yabes Alvarez inviting you to listen to The Legal Pinoy, a show addressing the legal issues facing the Filipino-American today in Tagalog in its new time slot on Mondays 4 to 4:30 on your afternoon drive, and in Ilocano every Friday mornings from 8:30 to 9 a.m. here on Barangay KPHI 96.7 FM, today's Filipino Mix. Maraming salamat po, Diyos te Agnina.
Hawaii's Filipino music station, the new KPHI 96.7 FM. Hawaii's Filipino music station, the new KPHI 96.7 FM.
Alright mga kaibigan, we're back. And maraming salamat po mga kaibigan. Kasama natin po si Miss Katrina Aguirre. And she is a contestant for the upcoming Miss Hawaii USA pageant. And, you know, one question that comes to my mind, Katrina, what does this Miss Hawaii mean to you? What does it mean for you to achieve becoming Miss Hawaii?
I understand that if I was to win the title of Miss Hawaii, I would be titled as a beauty queen.
Oh.
But I honestly do really believe that being Miss Hawaii is representing beauty that is more than skin deep, but also beauty that radiates from the heart and also the mind.
Wow.
And that is what makes a true beauty queen or pageant queen.
Fantastic. That's a great answer. You know, if it were me, I'd say you're the winner.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I felt so beautiful by those words just now. I'm such beautiful words.
Oh, you stop.
Is it expensive to go to these pageants? Because I know that I've seen those movies where they even have their daughters walk the right way, wave the right way, Is it expensive to undergo those things?
Financially, to put yourself out there in these pageants, is it?
Oh,
it's the cost, I guess.
Oh yes. I have people who approached me and wanted to be my coach, but their price was too high.
Yeah.
And
how much? Let me say this is an example. No, I'm sorry. How? Just can you give us an idea how much a coach would cost? Just ballpark. If you say too high, I mean, at least I get an idea.
Maybe about $50 a session for like an hour.
Wow. Okay.
So and also
not so bad. Okay.
Pictures and the gown.
Yes. Oh my God, photographers are so expensive.
So how do you how does it? Because I know some of my friends who are running for things right now. They're paying out of pocket, so it's really kind of hard, and it's also. It's also who you know and kind of with sponsorships, so so how are you kind of
financing,
there you go.
Okay, well, being from Hawaii, I definitely grew up having some connection, which helped, and I also have approached people who were potential sponsors, and I feel like being successful in a pageant is also being able to market yourself, and that's why I believe it's so costly, is because it's being able to be tactful also.
Is it a hard combination to have? Is it hard to juggle that between? Because it sounds to me like you're saying you got to have a little bit of street smarts, you got to have a little bit of self promotion. Is it difficult to juggle all that?
I'm still learning myself.
Yeah.
I'm still learning every day, but I'm doing everything I can, and because it's something that really means so much to me.
Definitely, yeah. And it's a good thing that some people have their different views of pageantry, things like that, but it takes a lot to put yourself out there, so that's a good thing.
Honestly, that itself, it took me 2 years to run for this pageant, and one day I woke up, I was like, I am not getting any younger, might as well do it now before it's too late, because if I don't do it, then I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life.
So are there age limits on these things?
What is the age range?
For the USA, it's actually 27. For America, it's 24.
24.
Okay, so you're 27. But then you can also, I know there's pageants out there that's also the misses. See? Yeah, in the future.
Maybe in the future, yes.
Okay.
I won't give up.
Okay, so.
Do you have friends that are also in these pageants, or is it just doesn't exist, friends in these pageants? 'Cause I know you girls are always
No, it's not at all what people think, how people are so catty. Actually, these girls are the most friendliest girls I've ever met. Just girls like me who are ambitious, who take care of themselves, who are on the same page, and it doesn't feel more like a competition. It feels like a sisterhood. Like we are motivating each other.
Support system.
Exactly.
You're there rehearsing with each other all the time.
We're going through the same things.
Yeah.
You don't look at another girl and say, "Oh my God, she's what a horrific hairstyle," or "Oh my God,"
and then no, I don't like
it. Your tuhud is very scratchy.
Fortunately, that hasn't happened to me yet.
Well,
I hope it never does.
But it shouldn't bother you. Why? Why should it? You're doing this for yourself, and to promote whatever you stand for. So
I feel like the girls that go through this pageant are girls who are still searching for themselves, still trying to grow, and still trying to transition into a woman. And I feel like these girls are just all on the same page. We're all trying to transition and be the best that we can be.
And is there some of the prizes too? Is it scholarship? It's a scholarship too. So that's another one of the rewards, scholarship to
Argosy University.
Oh, okay, definitely.
And it's a year of service. To Hawaii, and going to events after you win the pageant. Some of them are paid, some of them are not. But I feel like,
how do you juggle? Because I know you work too. So how would you juggle that? If you were to win the crown, how do you? I feel like you have to have a good time management. How do you balance that, and even like a love life and even a career and things like that?
Yes. Do you have a boyfriend or
no
a relationship? No.
Fortunately, my love life doesn't exist because I feel like this pageant and working
It will stress them out.
They should support you.
Right? It would stress the guy out. Yeah, another issue you got to deal with.
Because all these guys are staring at my girlfriend.
No, not at all. I feel like I'm fortunate in the sense that I don't have to. I feel like I can just focus on myself and focus on trying to grow and not have to also devote time to another person.
Sure.
I feel like sometimes,
that's a great answer.
I even feel like sometimes, girls who've been in relationships for so long, they don't want to be defined by who they're dating. They want to be their own person, and it's just kind of a hard thing. You don't want to be, oh yeah, you're Katrina, but you're so and so's girlfriend. You want to be, I'm Katrina, and this is, I'm Miss Hawaii. Well, not, you want to be your own person.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I feel like I said before, I'm still transitioning into a woman, and until I blossom and until I truly find myself, that's when I'll be ready for another person.
You're almost there. You don't mind me saying you're almost
She's single.
Yes. So ayan, mga kaibigan. Naghahanap kayo ng but I'm sure your standards are very high because you're very tall. Okay, my question is this. My question is, okay, is there a height requirement?
Oh yeah.
No, absolutely
Really?
not.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely not. No, these girls that go on stage, you can wear heels. Everyone is wearing heels.
Actually, a contestant last year, I know in person, she's my height, but with heels.
Oh yeah.
She's tall.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
historically speaking, are candidates who are taller generally win more, or are candidates who are a little bit vertically challenged win more? Which is there any statistic to that, or it doesn't really matter?
I feel like the physical attributes does contribute to winning a pageant.
Of course.
But I feel like the main thing that they're looking for is not only physical beauty, but also beauty in your mind and in your heart. That's not the only thing that they judge.
Interesting. Well, you answer really well.
Are you the only? Are you the only? So she's full Filipino. She's full
So
Filipino.
you're full, but you look a little Japanese.
I thought you were Japanese the
you look
entire
Japanese.
time.
I was going to speak Japanese to you.
I actually thought Katrina was Japanese until you wrote on Facebook that you were full Filipino. I was like, what? Come on my show.
Oh yeah.
But then I was gonna also. Oh, okay. So before we close this, but can you tell everybody when the Miss Hawaii USA is? How can they get tickets?
Okay, well, the Miss Hawaii USA 2015 pageant is going to be on November 23 at Ihilani, 6 p.m. Well, doors open at 5, but it's going to be at 6 p.m. You can get tickets by contacting me at Katrina, Katrina, Kiko, Kiko at gmail.com. That's Katrina Kiko at gmail.com.
And this will also be televised? You can also watch.
This is going to be televised. Last year's one was on YouTube, so you can still watch it to this day.
What's Kiko?
Kiko is my middle name.
Oh, really? Oh,
That's
nice.
Japanese in there.
No, you know what? My dad came here. He went to school for management, and he's been managing Japanese restaurants since I was a little kid.
Well, is his name Francis?
Ramon.
Okay. Well, Kiko is a nickname, a palayaw. You know, palayaw for Francis. So when you say your name is Francis, you can call me Kiko. So I was thinking.
Are you the only Filipino in your? I'm sure you met the girls. Are you the only one, or some of them are part in the contestants?
A lot of them are mixed. There's a lot of girls that are mixed. I haven't spoken to all the girls yet. I'm sure there are a couple of them that do look Filipino. And what I was gonna say, why I look so Asian,
it's fine. I have absolutely no problem.
I got all excited. Sorry.
No problem at all. I love Asians.
I love going up to people and telling them the whole history of the Philippines. The Japanese took over the Philippines during World War II.
Yeah, we got a history lesson.
Spanish took over the Philippines also, so it's very culturally diverse.
Okay, I have one follow-up question. You said that you're not ready in a relationship, right? You said earlier about your boyfriend. What do you do when guys come up to you and say, hey, they do their macho thing, especially Filipinos, very macho, hey, honey, or they try to ask you out, or what do you do? Do you just kindly say, "Oh, sorry, not ready," or "Oh, I'm busy tonight," or so? What
Not
do
a
you do?
chance.
Well,
Not a chance in hell.
I mean, I don't lie. I literally, I'm busy with this whole pageant, with with all of my responsibility. I
Sure.
really am busy. So I tell them, no, I have this plan tomorrow, or no, I have this plan tomorrow.
Oh. And are they hurt generally when you do that? Do they feel bad?
I'm not too sure. I just,
You don't care.
I just look at everybody and treat them as a friend. I honestly just, that's not my main focus right
Yeah,
now.
but do you ever have this guy who's just like doesn't stop?
Well, if
Just
he
like,
can't support her, then no. Then no.
Just keeps coming up to you, say, "Oh, I got something to do. All right, I'll wait." And then he waits again patiently, and then comes up again. You know, "Katrina, you ready? You want to go out?" They say, "No, I'm not ready." And he just keeps going, just so like consistent. No one yet.
I'm sure that all girls have this.
That one guy.
What do you do,
What you're
Sharon?
talking about? I do. What would I do? That guy is you're gonna end up married to him. You push him away. I swear to God, you push him away. He finds a way to come back. It's like a movie. That is the guy that you're meant to be with. Like when you find yourself, he's just gonna keep coming around. He might hide and come back. And I think that it's that annoying guy.
I'm still waiting for my happy ending one day, but not anytime soon.
Okay.
Good answer.
All right. Anything that you'd like to let our listeners know?
Or
as
even
we end
girls
this
who
interview?
wanna.
Or even girls.
Yeah, wanna
Actually,
compete.
yeah, girls who want to compete and things like that. Do you have any words of advice to them?
I feel like if you want to be part of this America pageant, this Miss Hawaii or Miss America pageant, I honestly feel like you should just do it. I feel like it's one of those things that, have you heard, you know that I'm just gonna bring up a metaphor.
No, go ahead.
I love
How
metaphors here.
you go up and you're in the plane and you're about to skydive.
Skydive. I've never skydived. I'm afraid. I have fear. Absolute fear.
Well, it's just a metaphor how if you don't jump, you're just gonna stay in the same place the whole time. So might as well just do it now.
You're never gonna how are you gonna hit the ground?
Okay, I got a good same metaphor. I guess you say when I surf. So when I'm out there and I see that wave coming, and I'm not sure if I'm going to catch it or not, but then the ones I end up catching, they're just so amazing and thrilling.
Oh yeah.
And then the ones that pass by, I say, "Oh my God, man, I should have tried for that." Is that something similar?
I completely agree with that. I think yes, it is.
Or like when when I have to jump off that, what is that? Waimea Waimea Rock.
Oh yeah.
In North Shore.
Oh yeah.
You can't go back down. There is no way. The only way down is you got to jump off. And then you're scared, but then when you're falling, it feels the thrill, everything. So, the journey to get where you want it, you have to be. And I know you struggle too. It's a struggle. It's the same thing. You got to do it. Just do it.
I honestly feel like the scariest things to do end up being the best things that you ever went for.
Amen. Amen.
So, if any girls out there who want to participate in pageants like this, it's less scary than committing to a marriage here, see, right? Yeah, which is scarier? Competing for a pageant or committing to a marriage?
All right.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Listen, Katrina, I just want to say on behalf of KPHR Radio, the Midday Radio Show, the management staff, everyone here in Hawaii Media, the owners, we just want to say thank you for coming down here.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. You're a very lovely girl, and I think you're going to do very well. You're very talented. You're very beautiful. You're tall. You answer very well. Yes, and we wish you nothing but the best in your endeavors. I want you to know that this show is open for you if you ever want to come back again, or at least maybe a little bit before the
you can come back a little bit before to even promote it, and even after the show to even talk about your experiences there. And I watch this because my studio 24/7. I think they dance for Miss Hawaii. They do. So I will definitely be watching.
That'll be exciting.
And if you cry too, I'll cry with you.
Yes.
All right.
I'll be excited to come back. Definitely. It's something that I definitely have to do.
Well, as they say in Tagalog, maraming salamat at mabuhay ka, Katrina. Mabuhay.
Salamat po.
All right. Okay. So, yan mga kaibigan, Miss Katrina Aguirre running for Miss Hawaii USA and then eventually to Miss USA and eventually Miss Universe. And she's on YouTube. So if you missed this interview, just go click search Katrina Aguirre. I'll be posting that up a little bit later on YouTube. But before we end, I just want to give you the thought for the rest of the day. Okay, this is a thought for the rest of the day. Watch your thoughts, for they become words. Watch your words, for they become actions. Watch your actions, for they become habits. Watch your habits, for they become character. Watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. Yan, mga kaibigan, ang ating midday radio show.
Said,
yes,
Alan,
maraming salamat. Thank you, girls.
He hypnotized me last week.
Oh yeah, she was hypnotized last week.
He had fun with that.
Anyway, mga kaibigan, that's it. Maraming salamat. I hope you have a great weekend. And please tune in again on Monday for your midday radio show. Ako po si Alan Alvarez, nagpapasalamat. Ay, you got anything to say before we leave?
I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to listen to me, and hopefully you can be there, and definitely please help support the American Heart Association. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sharon?
Thank you, and everyone have a good weekend.
Yay!
Catch her on November 23rd. It's gonna be televised.
Be there.
Alright. Ako po si Alan Alvarez, nagpapasalamat, nagpapaalam at nagsasabi na mabuhay ang Pilipino sa Hawaii.
KPHI Honolulu, K244EO Honolulu, 96.7 FM, 11:30 AM. Also heard on iHeartRadio, a service of H Hawaii Media.